Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, March 9th, 2024. For me, another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, today I'm going to talk about my emergency fund. And if you haven't been following my journey, since June of 2020, I've been paying off $115,000 worth of consumer debt. Make less than six figures a year. I have lupus, diagnosed in 2019. Bulk of my consumer debt or non-mortgage debt is student loans. And I became a first-time homeowner at the end of 2021, in December, as a matter of fact. So in January of 2022, I had moved into my first home. At that time, I had to look back. I had approximately $77,000 worth of consumer debt, and the way I was able to buy the home to have a down payment and make repairs and things like that is I had to withdraw money from my 401k loan. You have a couple of options. You can withdraw money directly from your 401k, or you could take out a loan. Well, problem is that I had a bunch of loans out already, and it didn't make sense for me to take out another loan, because I had to consider my mortgage payments, my HOA, the extra expenses that I would have being a homeowner. And I said, well, I might as well just take out a large chunk of my 401k. Fortunately, I had enough built up in my 401k that I was able to do it. But when you do that, when you take money out early, you face a 20% penalty right off the jump. And also because of that, it bumped me into a new tax bracket. And 2022 was when I got hit by a sizable federal and state tax bill. At that time, I had a full baby emergency fund, $5,000. Well, because of that, because of those taxes, it wiped me out completely. And ever since then, I've been trying to rebuild that baby emergency fund. I'm glad to say, as of yesterday, it's fully funded. Now, what's the reason for having an emergency fund? And I'm going to post a link to an article, but from NerdWallet, actually. It says emergency funds create a financial buffer that can keep you afloat in a time of need without having to rely on credit cards or high interest loans. It can be especially important to have an emergency fund if you have debt, because it can help you avoid more borrowing or borrowing more. And that's exactly the point of it. I don't, it's a non-negotiable. I'm going to stick to this plan. If I have to dip into my emergency fund, I will stop throwing the extra money towards my debt. So, for the first 2 months of the year, I've paid, let me see, I gotta pull that up because I don't know exactly what the numbers are. In the first 2 months, I paid off $1,800, so $900 roughly for the first 2 months. And that's okay. That's about on pace for what I was doing last year. Now that my emergency fund is fully funded, I'm able to just throw any excess money towards my debt as much as I can handle, because I have to still consider that I'm paying for food, I'm paying for medications, I'm paying for doctor's visits, paying for fuel for my car. I got my electricity bill, I got gas, I got all my other expenses. But now, whatever extra money I can afford to throw at my debt to pay that off, then that's what I'm going to do. At the beginning of this month, I was at $55,689.64 worth of consumer debt. I am prayerfully going to pay off more than the $900 this month. As a matter of fact, I'm anticipating on paying off my home security system this month, which means that will free up another. That's not a lot. That it doesn't cost me a lot each month to pay that bill, but that's going to free up that amount for me to be able to focus on the lowest loan that I have. And, if I don't have any emergencies, issues with my car, any appliances going out, while, trying to rebuild my emergency fund, one of my laptops had completely crashed. I had to get another one. And the closet in my bedroom had fell down. I had to get repairs in there. Had to get a repair to my front door. And a few other things happened. I helped out a friend in a time of need. And so that's the reason why it took me longer. Also, because of my health issues, working a second job was just out of the question. So my pace was a bit slower. And like I said, I make less than 6 figures. So the fact that it took me this long may not take you as long to do this. If you make less, it may take you a little bit longer to do it. But it's well worth the investment. It's well worth the sacrifice. I don't really call it a sacrifice, because what I'm sacrificing is going to the movies, going to the clubs, going on vacations, having coffee every day, stuff like that. That might be considered a sacrifice, but for me, it's not. I think too, because it's dictated by my budget, I know exactly how much I'm making. I know exactly how much is going out each month, and I know what my priority is to be consumer debt free, and then to build a full emergency fund which can cover 6 months to a year worth of expenses, and then to pay off my home. And I want to do all that before I retire. And I could early retire in probably 16 plus years. But if that doesn't happen, where I've worked to full retirement age, then at least I know that I'm doing all the right things now, building a good foundation to be able to deal with all this. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely scared buying a home with that type of consumer debt. At the time, like I said, I had $77,000 worth of consumer debt, and took on a home that was around the price range that I was looking for, and at a great interest rate, because I got the home before the interest rate started to go up. So I knew I didn't budge on that. As a matter of fact, I remember when I was working with my realtor, she was kind of telling me I need to go a little bit above what I'm comfortable with, and I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. I'm looking at long term. How much can I really afford? I think that's where a lot of people get into financial trouble, is that they qualify for a $500,000 home, and that's fine, but they should really be looking at a lot lower price range, because they're not considering all the extra expenses that come with being a homeowner, and the fact that maybe they want to pay that home off a lot sooner and have that asset to rely on in their retirement years. And that's the whole goal. One of the other things when I'm thinking about it is that I don't buy new clothes. I've been wearing a shirt for like 8 years, and I'm sure it's out of style. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm just trying to get out of this crazy debt. Still, the biggest part of my debt is the student loan debt, and that's okay. But ultimately, this video is about my emergency fund is fully funded, and it took me 2 years to rebuild the thing, and I'm happy about it. I may not, on the outside seem excited and happy about it, but this is a day worth celebrating. And not sure what my debt payoff is going to be for this month, but at the end of the month you'll see. So, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but I'm actually going to be doing a rebranding of my channel, and this will be the third rebranding. because I have lupus, but I don't really talk about that much. I'm actually dealing with a lupus flare now, but this has been going on for the past few days. But what's become a passion of mine is budgeting and personal finance. And so you're going to see some changes. I'm working on a website right now. I am working on presentations and slides and things to be able to help people get control of their money. And that's that's been a big focus, basically since I started sharing this journey with everybody a year ago. And so I got to become more proficient and speak better on this topic. But I think it's going to be well worth the switch. Okay, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When I post my videos, you can find me at youtube.com/@lupuslifestyle. For now, thank you for watching. You all take care. Thank you.